Hi everybody, today we're going to make a Yoda hat, a Yoda character hat. Halloween is right around the corner, and if you want your little one to look like Yoda, you can watch this video and make your own hat. I'm going to be making a preschooler size hat that'll fit anybody the ages of like 3 to, I don't know, 5 years old. So what you'll need is red heart yarn. I'm using frosty green. I think that's the perfect color for Yoda in the shade that red heart offers. So you can use the, what is it, Super Saver yarn in frosty green. And you can buy a whole row, but you won't use this whole thing. I mean, you could probably make 3 hats out of this whole row. So this whole roll. So anyway. Well, and then the hook I'm using is a 5mm hook or H hook, so you'll also be using that. You'll need a scissors and you'll need a yarn needle as well. So let's get started. First thing we want to do is a slip knot. If you're unsure on how to make a slip knot, there are other videos out there to show you how to do that. And then the first thing you'll do, if you know how to make a basic ear flap hat, go for it. You can do that. I'll show you how to do it here, but just make an ear flap hat out of this green yarn. So how to make the hat, chain up 3, 1, 2, 3, and then do 9 double crochet in the 3rd chain from the hook. So 1, 2, 3, yarn over, go into that chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. That's a double crochet. So do 8 more in there for a total of 9 double crochet. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And notice that I was crocheting over my straggler because I'm going to pull that and then you can see that top kind of close. In the end we'll sew this in so you won't see that. So then slip stitch to your first double crochet. So if you need to count back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's right there. Just insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. That is a slip stitch. Okay, then chain up 2, 1 and 2, and in that same stitch that we slip stitched into, we want to do 2 double crochet in that same stitch. 1 and 2. And then make sure you do 2 double crochet in each stitch all the way around. Okay? 1, 2, 1, 2, and then you'll have a total of 18 double crochet at the end of this round. Alright, and then once you have your last double crochet in there, if you need to, count backward so you have 18 and then slip stitch in the first double crochet. Okay, so on to the next round, round 3, chain up 2 and then do 2 double crochet in the first stitch, which is the same stitch that we slip stitched into. So you chain up 2, 2 double crochet in there, then in the next stitch do 1 double crochet. Then in the next one do 2 double crochet. And then in the next one only do 1. So keep repeating that. So every other one you put 2 in there. So 1, 2, and then 1, and then 1 and 2, and then 1. So at the end of this round you should have 27 double crochet. So if you want to just continue, and then I'll meet you back up when I am finished with this round. Okay, and now I'm at the end of my round, so I'm just going to slip stitch to the first stitch that we did, the first double crochet. So you should have 27 on this, 27 double crochet on this round. Now we are going to move up to round 4, chain 2, and do 2 double crochet in that same stitch. So 1 and 2, and then do 1 double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. So 1 and 1. So we did 2 in the first, then 1 in the next, and then 1 and then 1 after that. So then again repeat that, so do 2 double crochet in the same stitch, and then do 1 in the next, and then 1 in the next. Okay, then 2 double crochet in the same stitch, and then 1 double crochet in the next, and then 1 double crochet in the next. Okay, so the next one we're going to do 2, 1 and 2, then 1 in the next, and 1 in the next. So you get the pattern, so just continue doing that all the way until you hit the end, and you will have 36 stitches at the end of this round. Okay, so I just finished this round, so now I'm just going to slip stitch into the first double crochet. Then round number 5, we are going to chain 2 like we have been doing, and do 2 double crochet in the first stitch. 1 and 2, and then do 1 double crochet in the next 3 stitches. Okay, so then that's 1, 2, and 3. Okay, then repeat that, so 2 double crochet in the same stitch, and then 1 double crochet in the next 3 stitches. Then 2 double crochet in the next stitch, and then 1 double crochet in the next 3 stitches. So continue that, and by the end of this round you should have 45 stitches. Alright, so I'm at the end of this round, so I'm just going to slip stitch to the beginning like we've been doing. So you should have 45 double crochet stitches all the way around so far. Next round, we're going to do another increase. So chain 2, and then do 2 double crochet in that first stitch, and then do 1 double crochet in the next 4 stitches this time. Like that. Okay, so 2 double crochet, and then 1 in the next 4. So by the end of this round you should have 54 stitches. So keep doing 2 and then 2 in the same stitch, and then 1 in the next 4 of double crochets. So continue doing that, and we'll meet you up in the end. Alright, so now I have 54 stitches, so I'm just going to slip stitch to the first stitch there. Now this next round you would think that we would need to increase again, but this next round we're actually just going to double crochet around. 1 stitch, 1 double crochet in each stitch. So chain up 2, and just put 1 double crochet in that first stitch, and 1 double crochet in each stitch around. This is just to make the more bowl effect of the hat, and then in the next round we will be increasing because this hat is still too small for the size head that I want to put it on. So just do 1 double crochet in each double crochet around, and I'll meet you back up in the end. Okay, so now I'm just gonna slip stitch to the beginning like we've been doing and chain up 2, and on this next round we are going to do another increase. This will be our last increase for this hat, but you can see now it's starting to make that bowl effect look, so that's good. It's forming a hat. So this increase is going to be a little different than the ones we've been doing. This one will be 2 double crochet in the beginning, so I guess that's the same, and then 1 double crochet in the next 8. So in this grouping you'll have 10. So I like to count it out, like 1 and 2 are in the same stitch, and then 3 to 8 are in 1 in the next, 8 stitches. So 3, then 4, then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So you'll have 10 in this grouping. So again, 2 in the first stitch, then 1 in the next 8. Okay? So again, repeat that. 2 in the same stitch, 1 and 2, then 3, 4, 5, whoops, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so now we know we're back to the beginning, so we have to do 2 in the same stitch, 1 and 2, and then just continue on doing that. So at the end of this round you'll have 60 double crochet stitches all the way around. Alright, so now I have 60 stitches all the way around. You want to make sure you have the 60 double crochet, and then you just want to slip stitch to the beginning stitch that you have, and now we're done increasing. So now you just want to do 1 double crochet in each stitch around. So chain 2, and then do 1 double crochet in each stitch around. Now we are done. Since we are done increasing, I'm just going to set this aside for a second. We're going to we have to do 13 rounds from the beginning. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're on round 9. So make sure you just double crochet for rows 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. So they should be 5 more rounds of this. So just double crochet in each stitch around like we did in the beginning. Just slip stitch to the first stitch, then chain up 2, and then do 1 double crochet in each stitch around for 5 rounds. And you should have 13 rounds, 13 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're on round 9, but you want to get to round 13. So we're gonna do 13 rounds. So I guess you have to do 5 more rounds until I'll meet you back up so we can make the ear flaps. Okay, so we are on, let's see, from the beginning, if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You should have 13 rounds. Don't fasten off. We're going to start making the ear flaps. So just slip stitch to your first stitch there, and look at how nice that looks so far. So we have our hat. So now we're going to make the ear flaps because this is obviously not long enough to just be a hat. If you wanted to no ear flaps and just the hat portion, go until round 15 for the toddler preschooler size hat. Then you can fasten off and just have a hat looking like this. But where you want ear flaps. So we have to chain up 2, 1 and 2, and now we're working half double crochets, okay? So half double crochet in the next 1 half double crochet in the next 10 stitches. So do this first stitch that we chained up on. That will be 1, a half double crochet as the yarn over, go into the stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3. That's a half double crochet. So we want to do 10. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then chain up 2 and turn the work. So turn it so you're looking at the inside of the hat. Okay. Now we're going to do a decrease because ear flaps kind of go like inward. So yarn over and do a half double crochet decrease. So go into this first stitch, yarn over, pull through, go straight into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through all 4. That's a half double crochet decrease. And then go all the way until the last 2, so do 1 half double crochet in each stitch. Oh, come on. Yeah, in each stitch until the last 2, and we're going to do a decrease on those last 2. So on this row you should have 8 half double crochet. So again, yarn over, go into the stitch, yarn over, pull through, go straight into the last stitch, which may be a little difficult, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 4 loops on the hook, and then chain up 2 and turn your work. So we're looking at the outside. Every time you're looking on the outside of the hat, you do not decrease. So we're just going to go 1 half double crochet all the way across for 8 half double crochets. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Alright, then chain up 2 and turn the work, and we are obviously in the inside, so every time you're on the inside we're going to decrease. So yarn over and go into that first stitch, yarn over, pull through, and then go straight into the next stitch, and yarn over and pull through, and then yarn over and pull through all 4 loops. That's a decrease. Then 1 half double crochet into each stitch until you hit the last 2, and do a decrease over those last 2 stitches right here. You know how to do a decrease now. And then chain up 2 and turn your work. So you should have 6 half double crochets on that row. So do 1 in each, 1 half double crochet in each on this row. So you'll have 6 half double crochets. And then chain up 2 and turn your work. And we're going to decrease again. And then 1 in the next 2. And then decrease over the last 2. So you'll only have 4. So now when you have 4 on your 4 half double crochets across, chain up 2, and we're actually going to decrease even though we're on the outside. This ear flap is getting quite long, so decrease even though you're on the outside. So you'll have 2 half double crochet decreases in a row, which leaves you with 2 stitches on this round, or this row. So then chain up 2, and again we're going to decrease, so we only have 1 stitch left. And then this is your point to fasten off. Whoops. So to fasten off, what I usually do is just chain 1 and then cut my yarn a significant amount and then just pull all the way through and pull tight. That's pretty secure. Okay, now you can see kind of the invisible seam. It's sort of hard to see, but this is the back of the hat. So this is the front. And we crochet going this way for right-handed. This is a right-handed video. So we are going to count, not including the stitch because there is a stitch in there. So going to the very next stitch, count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. we count to 20, and in the very next stitch, so on the 21st stitch, we are going to insert our hook. And then we're going to get our yarn, and we're going to make our next ear flap. So what I do is just take the yarn, go over my finger like this, and just pull it through like that. So it's kind of loose. And then we have our straggler. We're going to crochet over the top of our straggler. And then just chain up 2 and continue working like you would. So do a half double crochet right into that same stitch. And you can kind of pull this straggler tight to make sure that it's secure, and do 1 in the next 9. So you'll have 10. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, and then if you need to, cut your straggler so that it's hidden. Alright, then chain up 2, 1 and 2, and turn your work. And we're going to do a decrease. Half double crochet. And then do 1 and half double crochet into each of the next stitches until you hit the last 2 stitches, where you're going to do a half double crochet decrease in those last 2. Alright, that was a decrease. So then chain up 2, turn your work, and do just 1 half double crochet into each stitch across. So that should be 8 half double crochet. Okay, and then chain up 2 and turn your work and do a decrease. So decrease half double crochet, then 1 half double crochet into each of the next stitches until you hit the last 2, and we're going to do a half double crochet decrease in these last 2 right here, and then chain up 2 and turn your work and do 1 half double crochet into each stitch across. So that's 6 half double crochet, and then chain up 2 and do your decrease, half double crochet, and then 1 half double crochet in the next 2, and then 1 half double crochet decrease on the next 2, like that. So you'll have 4 half double crochet on that one, and then this is the row where we're on the outside of the hat, but we are going to do a decrease. So do 2 decreases in a row. So you have 2 stitches on this round, and then chain up 2 and turn your work and do another decrease. So you only have 1. But don't fasten off now. We're going to chain up 1 and turn. So we are facing the outside of the hat. Don't fasten off. We are going to crochet 1 single crochet all the way around our hat. Okay, so just pick a spot on here and just do a single crochet so you have clean edges. So you can do it in each row, I guess. Okay, and then we're going to go onto the edge of our hat and just continue doing 1 single crochet all the way along the edge here, and then up the side of the next ear flap, and then down the other side and all the way around the back and up the side of the ear flap, and then we'll fasten off at the end. So just continue single crocheting all the way around, and I will meet you back up when we are back at the beginning. Okay, so now we're at the very beginning, so I'm just going to insert my hook in that first single crochet and slip stitch. And then what I do to fasten off is I chain one and then cut my yarn and then just pull through. So fasten off there, shape your hat, make sure your ear flaps are shapely and nice, and then we want to sew in that end, and make sure you see where the back is. See where our seam is? You can't even tell where it is. I can't even see where it is right now. I think that's our seam. Right here is our seam. So that's the back, okay? So pull that down. There's your hat. So, I mean, if you don't want to make a Yoda hat, you could just make a hat in this plain color, and, I mean, it's beautiful. So, I'm just going to sew this in really quick. Just insert your yarn needle underneath the stitches, like so, and then yarn your needle, and pull that all the way through so that you can hide your stragglers. I probably could have done that off camera, but if you don't know how to put your ends in, that's how you do it. Okay, so that's beautiful. Now we have to make the Yoda ears that come off here. So there's two different sizes. The size I'm going to make is for the baby / child size hats, since this is a toddler size hat. So I'm going to set my hat aside and show you how to do that. So do a slip knot. Okay, and again we're still using the H size hook. Okay, and we want to chain 2, so 1 and 2, and then do 6 single crochet into the second chain from the hook. So 1 and 2, and the second chain, just insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. That is a single crochet. So do 6 of those inside of there, so you'll have 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we're going to continue working in the round, so we're not going to, slip stitch and chain up anything. We are just going to continue working in a circle. So count back 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I like to work in the back loops only. So you see here, I'll show you with my yarn needle. There's 2 loops, 1 and 2. Okay, this is the front loop, and that's the back loop. So we insert our hook in between these 2 and work in the back loop only. Okay, and this one in the back loop only, and the back loop only. Okay, so his ears are kind of pointy, so we're just going to do 1 single crochet in the next 6. So insert hook, yarn over, and pull through. Then the next, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, and you kind of have to shape it so that it looks more like a ear or like a point. Okay, if you have to, you can put a little stitch marker in here to, like right in here, to mark your spot, which I probably should do. So let me get my stitch marker and we will continue on to round number 3. Okay, so I couldn't find my stitch marker, so I'm just going to use a piece of yarn that's a different color so you can see where we started. So I'm just going to insert this is the beginning, okay? And you'll want to move that up every row. So on this next round, looks like we're going to get 9 at the end of here. So we're going to insert our hook in this first one, and we're again working in the back loops. Do 2 single crochet, 1 and 2 in the same stitch, and then do 1 single crochet in the next stitch. And then do 2 single crochet in the next stitch, and then do 1 single crochet in the next stitch, and then do 2 single crochet in the next stitch, and then 1 in the last stitch. So that you should have 9 on that round. So if you did count back, you can. And let's shove our yarn down in there. Okay. And then you can move your stitch marker up if you'd like. Alright, so then insert your hook into the next stitch in the back loop, and we're going to do we're just going to do 1 single crochet in each stitch around, so that's 9. So you can count to 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9 right there. Alright, and you can move your stitch marker up if you need to, so you know where you start and stop. Then in this next round, okay, it says we need 14 stitches, but it's a little bit confusing, so that's why I don't usually use a stitch marker on this, because we're going to do, okay, I'll just continue and you'll have to see to do it. So 2 stitches in this stitch, in the first stitch, then 1 in the next stitch, and then 2 in the next stitch, and then 1 in the next stitch, and then 2 in the next stitch, and 1 in the next stitch, and then 2 in the next stitch, 1 in the next stitch, and then 2 in the next stitch. So if I let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Yeah. So in the last stitch, you'll have 2. So you'll have 14 stitches on this round, okay? And then on the next round, we're just going to do 1 single crochet in each stitch around. So you'll have 14 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14, and move your stitch marker up, and we're going to do the same thing, just 1 single crochet in each stitch around for this round 2, so you'll have 14 stitches. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Okay, then move your stitch marker up, and now this one is again kind of tricky. We're going to do another increase. Okay, so do 2 single crochet in this stitch, and then 1 in the next, 2 single crochet, and then 1, 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 and then 2 single crochet, and then 1, and I think you might have to do it one more, but let me double check. You should have 21 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20. Oh no, I was right, 21. So, yes. So, in every other one, put 2 single crochet, and then in the next 3 rounds, we're just going to do 1 single crochet in each stitch around, so that'll be 21. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21. So do that for 2 more rounds, just 1 single crochet, and I'll meet you up when I have those 2 done. Okay, so I just did my last round of the 21 stitches around, 21 single crochet around. So now we're on our last 2 rounds. This one we want to decrease. So decrease single crochet is when you, here, I'll just get my stitch marker out of the way so you can see. Okay, you can place your stitch marker there, but I'm just going to take it away for you to see. Insert your hook, pull, yarn over and pull through, insert your hook right into the next one, yarn over and pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3. That is a single crochet decrease. Okay, so we want to do then 1 in the next 2 stitches, then a decrease, and then 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then another decrease, and then 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then a decrease, and then 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then a decrease, and then 1 in the next 2, and you should have 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so we have to continue decreasing, even though we're at the beginning, but we have to continue decreasing. So decrease 1, and then 1 in the next 2, and then decrease again, and then you should be good. So 1 in the next 2. So now we should have 14. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Yes. Alright. Now last round, even though we ended up on the other half of the ear, just do 1 single crochet all the way around and count to 14 stitches. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, then insert your hook underneath both loops, so not just in the back loop, but both loops, and pull through for a slip stitch, and then chain 1 when I fasten off. Now we want to fasten off with a long tail, so because we need to sew this on, and then pull through. Alright, so there is 1 ear done. So you could rewind this and make another ear for the other side. So make that other ear, and then I'll show you how to put it on the hat. Alright, so I just made my other ear for my Yoda hat. So we have both of these here, like this, and our hat. So it's going to go like this. Okay, so what we have to do is mark where we want our ears to go. I'm thinking right about here. And make sure they're even on both sides. Alright, so you can, mark your rows like this if you want to, I guess. Oops. So we'll do it over 3 rows. Like that. And then our other row, make sure you measure it to be right here. Alright, so since we're going to lay this flat, and then we're going to take our ear and make sure the yarn is at one end, and we're going to yarn our needle. Okay, and make sure it's on the right row right here, and you can insert your hook behind one of the double crochet stitches on that row, and then insert it in the back loops. So this is a back loop and this is a back loop. Okay, and we'll just whip stitch it all the way down like this. So whip stitching is when you go in this way, like keep going in a circle basically. So like this, and then bring it back. That's whip stitching. So you want to make sure that you get all the stitches so that it doesn't look weird or dysfunctional, and or just like weird, deformed, I guess is the word. And then you want to make sure that you can lay it flat. Okay, that's good. And then on our last stitch, to fasten off, what we do is we insert our hook and to like the last one. Okay, but don't pull all the way. We're just going to go into that loop, kind of like making a knot, and then pull tight. But not too tight, don't snap your yarn. And then you want to do that a couple of times. I mean, if you want to do it 3 times you can, but that's pretty secure. Then, what do we do with this yarn? We don't want to cut it right there, so we go into that stitch, or into a stitch, wherever you want, in the middle of the hat. So not all the way through, I'm going inside of the ear and coming out this part. Okay, so the yarn is inside of the ear, and you can cut the yarn and stretch that so that there's no stragglers. Alright, and there's one ear. So now we can go off to this side where our marked spots are and do the same exact thing on this ear. Alright, so sew on your ear, and I will meet you back up when my ear is on. Okay, so I just attached my other ear on here, and it looks good. Now the very last thing we have to do is the braids down the sides of the ear flaps. which is so super easy. So what you need to do is take your yarn and measure, I just measure, you know, my whole arm's length basically, and measure 9 of them all the way across, like this. So I just keep going back and forth, kind of making like loops, whatever. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, and then cut the yarn, and then cut each one. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, and then go to the other end and cut. Okay, then what I do is I loop it around my finger like this, take my crochet hook and go to the very end of the ear flap. Here, I'll show you. Like this, and go from the inside and go through any hole that you see, you know, this one looks good. And what I do is I go right under my finger like this, and I hook all these 9 strands onto my hook and bring it through the loop, through that hole. Okay, then I bring all 9 like that. Okay, then you want to fold it in half, basically around the ear flap, so you'll have a long, and what I usually do is take the end here and make sure you have all the 9 strands in your hand. Okay, I take the 9 strands from this side and I line them up with the 9 strands on this side so they're even. It can get kind of tricky when you're filming it. Okay, so I mean roughly they're pretty good, and then I just stretch that out so that that's even, just like that. Okay, and then you want to tie a knot at the end of the ear flap. Oh, so how did I do that? I just took the whole thing, wrapped it around my fingers like so, cross over, take it off, put these fingers in here and grab that and pull through. So that's a knot. And then pull tight, and then we want to braid this. How do you braid? Well, you take 6 strands into each hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, then you would need 3 hands. So just put them in 3 sections, 6 strands each section. Make sure that you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, then start braiding. So if you're unsure of how to braid, just pull this one over, then this one over, then this one over, then this one over, and just keep putting your yarns over like this. Until you get to the bottom, and then I'll show you how to knot it at the bottom. Okay, so I've made my braid, and depending on how long you want to make it, you can end wherever you want to. And now we need to put a knot at the very bottom to secure the braid. So just like how we did at the very top, we're going to wrap the loose end around your fingers like this, and then insert your fingertips like that, pinch it, and pull it through. Okay, and then tighten your knot where you need it to be and pull tight. Okay, And then if you want to just separate your braid to loosen it up a little bit, you can do that just to make it look a little better. All the way up. And then make your other braid. And then I'll show you the finishing touches on what to do with these tassels. So let me make my next braid and I will meet you up when that's finished. Okay, so I finished my second braid and I just wanted to make sure when you're doing your second braid, make sure that you measure from the top of the knot from your first braid to the bottom. See how I made this braid a little bit longer? Yeah, you don't want to do that. So measure, and so you end here, so I have to take out a few little, like an inch or so out of this braid. And then make my knot so that the braids are equal, and I'll do that really quick. Okay, make sure my braids are equal. Okay, then once your braids are equal, then you want to cut off the tassels. So what I do is I just put these two in front of me like this, upside down basically, and I measure how much tassel I want, if you want them long or short. I think that's a good length right there. And then take your scissors. Be careful using the scissors because I have cut myself over here and snipped a few times, so just like a barber, just, you know, like a hairdresser, cut the strands of yarn, but be very careful not to snip yourself. Okay, there's the Yoda hat that we have completed. So thank you so much for watching, and if you want to see other crochet videos, you know, make sure you join our Facebook. I have many other tutorial videos. Join that so that you can get the updated video tutorial on how to crochet different items. And the pattern for this is not yet written, but it will eventually make its way into the description of this video, so you can get different sizes if you want larger or smaller sizes for this Yoda hat. So make sure you subscribe so you can get that. So thank you so much for watching.